Now, this past year, I've done a few videos about protein powders, and a few of the more popular ones were everything you want and need to know about protein powders, how to make your own customized protein powder, and how to use whey protein for maximum muscle and fat loss. And I've got a ton of views, shares, likes, and of course, questions, which brings up today's topic asked by a viewer. Do protein powders cause cancer? Well, the surprising answer is actually yes, they can, and I'll tell you more about this in a minute. However, let's first qualify what is considered a protein powder. Basically, protein powders are powdered forms of protein that come from plants, such as soybeans, peas, rice, potatoes, or hemp, eggs, or milk, such as casein or whey protein. And the powders may include other ingredients, such as added sugars, artificial flavors, thickeners, vitamins, and minerals. And these days, collagen and bone-broth protein is also very popular, and there's even red meat protein powder as well. And I mention this because most people think that it's just whey or milk protein, but there's obviously lots of other forms. So let's continue with the cancer-causing protein powders. Now, earlier this year, a nonprofit group called the Clean Label Project released a report about toxins in protein powders. Researchers screened about 134 products for 130 types of toxins, found that many protein powders contained heavy metals, which was lead, arsenic, cadmium, and mercury, and also bisphenol or A, which is BPA, which is basically used to make plastics. There were also found pesticides and other contaminants with links to cancer and other health conditions. Now, some of the toxins were present in significant quantities. For example, one protein powder contained 25 times the allowed limit of BPA, again, that ingredient or chemical found in plastics. So how could protein powder contain so many contaminants? The Clean Label Project points to the manufacturing process or the existence of toxins in the soil, basically, for example, absorbed by plants that are made into protein powders. Now, not all the protein powders that were tested contained elevated levels of toxins, and you can see the results of the Clean Label Project website. I have a link about it at the end of this video. So at this point now, you may be thinking, well, what should you do, right? Or maybe, what do I personally do, since in my previous videos, you've heard me mention that I have protein powders. First, honestly, I'm not too concerned with this study. It's just one study. And if it was replicated many times by other companies, it would, mean something else, right? It would mean more to me. Besides, there's always two sides to a story. As with any kind of food, whether it's protein or fats or carbohydrates, the type and the source of the food is important. For example, vegetables are healthy, but not if they've been genetically modified and have been sprayed with pesticides and other cancer-causing agents, correct? Fish is also healthy if it's wild-caught salmon, for example, not farm-raised, soy-fed, fake tilapia. Fat is also very good for every cell in the body, and it's essential, but not if it's, the fake, processed, and hydrogenated vegetable and seed oils, such as soybean, canola, corn, and similar oils. Is this making sense? Same with the protein powders. What type is it and where is it sourced? What you eat is important, but what it ate is even more important. The cheap weight gain powders that contain artificial sweeteners, sugars, and other junk are not good for you. They cause stomach problems, are bad for your gut health. They cause, gas and bloating, acne, and even hair loss and other forms of accelerated aging. Unfortunately, when I was younger, these junky proteins is what I used, right? We didn't have good stuff. Then I started to use better quality protein powders, such as Metrics and EAS. Later, I formulated my own because I wanted the best. I wanted easy digestion. I didn't want anything artificial or the additives. And the same with these days. I still consume protein powders, but they're custom made for me. And I'll show you how you can do the same for yourself. And don't worry, it'll actually be cheaper than what you buy in regular stores. So you'll actually save money and you'll have healthier protein. However, before I start, most of your meals should consist of real, solid protein sources, whether it's animal or vegetable. If, for example, you have 5 or 6 meals daily, maybe 1 or 2 of them would be powdered source. Solid meals with real, healthy food is always the best. So with that said, Here's what I eat, and I'll give you the links to everything at the end of this video. First, I have New Zealand grass-fed whey protein. It's all grass-fed, pesticide-free, cold filtration, no antibiotics. I believe that New Zealand has better quality control there than they do here in the US. I use this form of whey only on my workout days, all right? Then I have also rice protein, non-GMO, organic, soy-free, and also pea protein, again, non-GMO, organic, soy-free. And I combine these two proteins together when I make my ultra-healthy and yummy protein cookies. Then I have hemp protein, again, non-GMO, organic, soy-free. I have this usually maybe once daily or every other day when I just don't feel like, eating another animal source of protein with one of my meals. And finally, I have collagen, usually grass-fed beef and also wild-caught fish, those two sources. Honestly, I don't have this that much. I'm just not really totally convinced how well it works or not, but I do take it, for improved skin and joints. Now, in summary, as you can see, it's all from healthy sources of protein. 3 are vegetable sources, the rice, pea, and the hemp, and 1 is animal, whey. Unfortunately, almost all the whey, the milk, and even the vegetarian powders that you buy on the market these days are not of high quality. They also consist of artificial sweeteners, added sugars like casein and syrups and supposedly healthy sugars. And they also contain additives and so forth. All of these things may lead to cancer eventually, but for sure they are not good for your health. So make sure you read the labels. And if you eat from healthy sources of food, you won't have to worry about heavy metals, hormones, toxins, and so forth. And yes, I know good protein costs a little bit more, but you'll pay the price later in life when you eat cheap, junky foods. Go for quality and not quantity. And make sure you also take a look at my previous protein videos below in the description area. Thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.